Hey guys, it's me, Tashi Jackson.
Hey guys, it's me, Natasha Grano.
A little Brazilian secretary.
You want to know a real secret?
Yeah.
So I bought an account.
Buying an active Instagram account.
Today, the new business card is social media. It's Instagram.
Let me build a massive platform.
The first thing they do is they have a look at your Instagram numbers and if you're verified. No, I've never bought followers.
Okay.
Just like to make that one clear.
What I'm doing, I wanted to guide others to find their purpose.
I'm a best-selling author, 1 8-figure business.
To me, I'm feeling so horny tonight. Mwah, ciao.
In this program, we will run through the fake life of Natasha Grano and all her fake followers, fake likes, views, fake awards, ghostwriting books, paying for articles, emotional manipulation, Natasha lying about her businesses, and lying about being homeless and broke. Please do not skip the video as every tiny detail matters. Enjoy watching. This is Natasha Grano. She claims to be an Instagram influencer with over 9.7 million followers. However, what people don't know is that she has fabricated her whole life in order to trick the public, gain popularity and financial gain. She lies about how she got her start on Instagram, as well as faking her followers, likes and views. She is misleading anyone that listens to her. Let's take a deep dive into the fake life of Natasha Grano. Firstly, starting with her lie about buying an Instagram account from a friend in 2017.
So how many followers did you have then?
So at the time, I actually want to know a real secret.
Yeah.
So I bought an account.
Okay.
And that
Well,
was...
have followers already?
It was a girl.
So clever.
It was
She bought an account. I never heard of that before.
So it was a girl
Yeah.
who had a fashion account. She was
Yeah.
a friend of mine.
Yeah.
But by the way, for anyone that wants to do it, you can actually
account.
go online and pay for an account.
So how many followers did she have?
Let me take my coat off.
Yeah, take your coat. It's really hot. Very pretty coat. But
Oh,
you take it off,
thanks. Yeah, no,
so
we're
how
over
many
the phone.
followers did she have?
So she had about 20,000 at the time.
All right.
I then, maybe more.
What did it cost you?
So it cost me about 1,500.
That's quite cheap.
That's quite cheap for an
That's really
account
cheap.
of that size.
But you then had people who already like fashion.
who already like fashion because she was a fashionista.
This is real.
She even lied to the legend Damon John from Shark Tank about this. By the way, he had no idea she was lying to him.
Right now, built an Instagram account of 1 million people after, this is interesting for everybody, buying an active Instagram account from a blogger in 2017. I know a couple of people, lights just went off and said, wait a minute, she bought an Instagram account from an existing blogger and built it to 1 million people?
It was a big journey, but that really opened the door for me. So I took this account from her. She basically had this amazing fashion account and she decided to go on maternity leave. And so she was coming out of the game and I'm coming into the game. And so we just basically collided. It was wonderful. I took over her account. We did this merge where we sort of started building in my pictures over a period of about 3 months. And then finally, boom, Natasha Grano hits.
That whole story was a lie. From her Instagram About section, we can see she joined Instagram on the 30th of March 2015. We can also see all her previous usernames. It used to be Grano_Aqua before she changed it to Natasha Grano on the 24th of April 2018. Therefore eliminating any possibility of her buying an Instagram account off a friend. You can check this yourself by following these steps. She is so stupid that she forgot to delete her first posts from Instagram. We can see her first picture was uploaded on the 30th of March 2015. The exact day she started the account. Here we can see all her first posts so you know it's not photoshopped. Also, she watermarked her picture with the username @Grano_Aqua, therefore backing up my point again that she never bought an account. Oh look, now it's 2017. Lol. Here are screenshots of her first posts, in case she deletes them. Also, to back up my point again, we can see she was using the discount code GRANOAQUA10, on the 11th of September 2017.
The followers.
Change the name, keep the followers. They like fashion.
Okay, but what's the actual account called? Natasha Grano.
Natasha
So you change the
Grano.
whole name. This is like really interesting.
So
Instagram
my
insight.
account is called
Yeah.
Natasha Grano. That's been it since. So that's my name. So
Instagram
my
insight.
account is called Natasha Grano. That's been it since. So that's my name.
Sorry to burst your bubble of lies, Natasha. But you left the proof up yourself for everyone to see.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
Natasha buys all her likes and views, and here is the proof. She buys on average 30 to 40,000 likes on each post. What people don't realize is that when you tap on the views on a post, it shows you the likes. In the next few recordings, Natasha bought the views but forgot to buy the likes. Here we can see she bought over 1 million views, but when you click on the likes, it only has 486 likes. This is her real likes. Moving on to this post, which has over 800,000 views and 500 comments. It only has 259 likes. Bear in mind she had over 1.3 million followers on Instagram at that time. On another post we can see she bought over 900,000 views, but when we click on the likes it only has 266 likes. She is not famous, people. She is literally buying all her views, likes, and followers. Here we can see she bought over 1 million views, but when we click on the likes it only has 415 likes. Don't be fooled by her lies, people. On this post she bought over 800,000 views and over 1,165 comments, but once again she only got 224 real likes. This backs up my point that she is also buying her comments. As how can you have over 1,000 comments and only 200 likes? Moving on to the next post we can see that she bought over 1.3 million views, but it only got 398 likes. However, her next posts have 30,000 likes. Another 30,000 likes. 27,000 likes. 31,000 likes. Now we have reached her next video. Oh look, it has over 700,000 views and 1,020 comments. But when we click on the likes, it only has 236 likes. What an embarrassment. There are so many examples of this I couldn't include them all in their entirety, so if you would like to see them please pause the video on the next few clips. Let's move on. When she had 1.1 million followers, she posted this video. It has 200,000 views. But when we click on the likes it only has 67 likes. Yes, that's right, only 67 likes. Now fast forwarding half a year later. She has bought more likes and views on the video. As you can see, it now has 500,000 views and is filled with 3,000 fake likes. Look at the accounts, they are all fake. Next I am going to show you how she automates her likes and views as soon as she posts, and how they are all clearly fake. Here Natasha just posted a video. Within the first 60 seconds she has 1 view and 1 like. The only like being Natasha. 3 minutes later it only has 2 likes. After 4 minutes it has 3 views and only 1 comment, which is Natasha's hashtags. Now tell me how a girl with 1.3 million followers only gets 2 likes in 4 minutes. Oh yeah, because they are all fake. 5 minutes later she only has 4 views and 1 comment. Now she has bought over 2,000 fake likes. These are clearly fake likes as the likes keep rising but the views remain the same at 4 views. 10 minutes later she only has 18 views and she is still the only person to comment. Now looking at her likes we can see they are clearly fake as none of these people follow her. Look at this. Now watch this, her fake views are about to come in. As we can see she is on 18 views and with 1 refresh she is on 1,200 views. To speed this up, here are screen recordings of her fake views and likes rising. 4,000 views, 7,000 likes. 4,000 views now 8,000 likes. 8,000 views now 10,000 likes. Look at the likes, all these profiles are fake. Not a real person in sight. I rest my case. This is the same with all her videos on her Instagram. Here's a quick example. Then we will move on. This is an advert she did for Bang Energy. We can see in 2 hours it has 165,000 views, but when we click on the likes, it only has 83 likes. I refresh the post so you can see it's not fake. Moving on, 2 days later, the video now has 360,000 views and only 700 likes.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Literally all her likes are fake. Look at the accounts that are liking her post. They all have random usernames and the same style of pictures on their timeline. These likes are so fake, it's hilarious. It's actually so embarrassing that she has to buy likes in order to seem relevant. Anyway, let's move on.
This is really clever. All right. And then did it literally grow organically, or did you buy some more followers?
Then at that point, I've never bought followers,
Okay.
just like to make that one clear. Because she already had an account, so it was perfect.
Natasha has bought all of her followers. We are able to track how many she is buying by using a website called Social Blade. This website shows how many followers you have gained, your average likes, and when you have uploaded posts. Here we can see that in August 2020 she was on 1.1 million followers. As we scroll down, we can see her daily followers gained. It is so clear that she is buying followers, as she randomly gains 9,000 followers here. Then proceeds to lose 1,000 the next day. Then she loses a further couple of hundred each day. Moving on to Saturday and Sunday, she buys a further 4,000 followers, and on Sunday she buys another 6,000 followers. On Monday she loses 500 followers, and in the next 2 days she gains over 7,000 followers. But wait, you thought that was bad? Look how many followers she is buying now. She now has almost 10 million followers. Look how many followers she buys a day. Some days it's 70,000 or 100,000. Some days she has even bought 233,000 followers. Guys, that's 233,000 in one fucking day. Are you actually serious? It's so clear that all her followers are fake. As you can see, she gains a ridiculous amount, then she loses a crazy amount. This is because fake followers are detected and deleted by Instagram. This is why she constantly has to keep up with buying fake followers as they drop off every single day. As we can see from this, she bought over 1.1 million followers in 30 days. These are ridiculous numbers, and she has done this almost every single month for the past year. Have a look at this. As you can see, the date is January 16, 2021, and she is on 1.3 million Instagram followers. Now watch how many she buys each week. 1 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil, 4 mil, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now as of January 23, 2022, she is on 9.8 million followers. Does that seem realistic to you? No, I don't think so. Let me break this down even more. She has literally done this for years. The earliest data I could get is from 2018. Per week, we can see she bought 36,000 followers, then the next week she lost 150 followers. Does that seem real to you? No. Keep watching at how inconsistent her followers are. Next week she buys 23,000, then, she loses 5,000, she buys 7,000, then the week after she loses 4,000, and the week after that she loses 97,000 followers. Yes, that's right, minus 97 fucking thousand followers. Once again I ask the question, does this seem real? No. It's probably one of the fakest Instagram accounts in the world. Let's keep watching, and you, the viewer, can see how inconsistent her followers are. And once again, to prove that she has always bought followers, we can see in 2019, one week she loses 8,000 followers, then the next week she gains 91,000 followers. Also, remember when Natasha said this?
I've never bought followers,
Okay.
just like to make that one clear. I've never bought followers,
Okay.
just like to make that one clear.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
How are you going to explain this one, Natasha? You have been caught red-handed. Now, this is the worst part. Look at how many followers she bought from 2020 to 2022. The numbers are ridiculous. Some weeks she bought 200,000, or 100,000, or 500,000, and sometimes even 600,000. Then she proceeds to lose 35,000, then loses 77,000, then gains 108,000. The next week she gains only 526 followers. Yes, only 526. Wait a second, I've got an idea. Let's play a game where you guess how many followers Natasha buys. Hello, and welcome back to Guess the Fake Followers Season 1. Our guest this week is Natasha Grano. Okay, let's start with our first question. Natasha gained only 526 followers from the 9th of October to the 16th of October. How many followers do you think she bought 1 week later? Is it A, 3,000, B, 55,000, C, 2 million? Or D, 580,000? You have 8 seconds to guess. Your time starts now. Your time is over. The right answer was, drum roll please, D, 580,000 followers in 1 week. Yes, that's correct. She went from gaining 500 followers to 580,000 followers in 1 week. It is as clear as day that all her followers are fake. But it's not only Natasha that is buying followers. So is her new husband, Michael Graziano, also known as Global Degree. As you can see, he is currently on 7.3 million followers. We can see that in March 2021 he gained 152 followers, which is normal. Then he gains 0, then loses 46, then he gains 98, then loses 47 followers. Again, this is pretty normal. However, around this time he met Natasha in person for the first time. We can see this picture was dated the 17th of April 2021. The exact week he begins to buy followers. Look at this. He goes from minus 47 followers to 90,000 followers. And he has not stopped buying since. As you can see, he buys up to 400,000 followers in a week. And again he is losing, then gaining followers at an alarming rate. During this whole time he is not even posting pictures, so it is obvious he is buying. Since April 2021 he has posted 27 times. Now let's do 7,300,000 followers, divided by 27 posts. That means he would gain 270,000 followers every time he posts, which is ridiculous. Also, to prove that they are buying from the same website, we can see that, from the 4th of September 2021, to the 13th of September 2021, they stopped buying followers, and both lost a crazy amount. This is because sometimes the follower websites crash or their servers stop working. Hence why they both lost followers that week. Let's compare Natasha and Michael to real motivational speakers with similar numbers, starting with Gary Vee. He has 9.6 million followers. As you can see, he gains consistently, and has never lost followers. This is the same with Jay Shetty. He is also on 9.6 million. As we can see, they grow at a consistent rate and never have huge spikes. Concluding, Natasha and Michael both buy followers. If you want to look into it yourself, please go to Social Blade and search their names. Anyway, let's move on. Natasha fakes all her comments. As we can see from the next few videos, no matter how many views or likes she gets, she always has 400 comments. This is because they are all fake. Look here. She has 1 million views and 439 comments. On another post she got 400,000 views and still only 426 comments. Same thing here, she got 600,000 views and the same 439 comments. Here is another example. 190,000 views and the same 422 comments. Here she gets 39,000 likes and once again only 400 comments. And lastly only 1,800 likes and still she has 400 comments. She does this with all her posts, so I've compiled all her posts together to see how her comments never change because they always remain at 400 comments. You can pause at any moment as it moves fast. It's so clear that they are fake as the comments have no relation to the actual post. With comments such as these. Why videos so late, and this one saying, where can I buy this? Also comments such as river clean up. Her comments are so automated she even embarrassingly replied to her own comment of her saying thank you to no one. But what she has been doing recently is buying custom comments where she writes what she wants the accounts to comment. Anyway, let's move on. Natasha fakes all her accomplishments and gives herself fake awards. Here she lists out all the things she wanted to be on Instagram.
I wanted to be a speaker, a thought leader, a motivation speaker, exactly what I'm doing. I wanted to guide others to find their purpose and teach them in business how to use their platforms like Instagram.
As you heard, she wanted to be a thought leader and a motivational speaker. So why not just give yourself the title of #1 female motivational speaker under 40 in the world? And then change it again to the #1 motivational speaker under 40 in the world, and then giving herself another fake title of the nation's #1 female mindset coach, as well as the #1 female mindset coach and thought leader. Then going on to be a leading social media marketing expert, which she swiftly changed to the #1 leading social media expert. She then goes on to claim that she is a mindset mentor to 10 million plus. She then claims to be a best-selling author, which is untrue. Also, I will do a deep dive into her book later on in this video. Furthermore, she admitted to ghostwriting it, so she is not even an author. Watch this.
Okay, so the name of the book is The Action Plan. It really came from the heart. It was something that I wrote, actually, here's the truth, in 10 days with my ghostwriter
How are you going to call yourself a best-selling author and not even write the book? WTF. Let's move on to more of her fake accomplishments. When she had 1.3 million followers, she claimed to be serving a 5+ million community, which literally makes no sense, as she had no followers on any other social media apart from Clubhouse, which was a brand new app. Wait a second, you thought she was done? Of course not, because as of June 2021 she has updated her bio to say that she is a mindset coach to a 10+ million community. This girl literally does not stop. She fakes her whole life story every day. Furthermore, she claims to have over 1 billion views. Where is this 1 billion views? Because it's certainly not on your YouTube, as you can barely scrape 40 views on there. Also, it just goes to show how few followers she actually has, as she can't even get 100 views on YouTube. Also, she has been lying about another huge accomplishment for years. Let's get into it. For years, Natasha has been claiming she built 1 million followers and made $1 million. This is completely untrue, as we have already established all her followers are bought and fake. Also, where is this $1 million, Natasha? Prove it. Where is your proof? In her own words, this is her talking about it.
Built myself up. My first business, built my first 1 million followers on Instagram, made my first $1 million.
She has been promoting this message of her making $1 million and gaining 1 million followers for so long. Firstly, you bought all your fake followers, so you are scamming people by telling them how they can do it, when you have never accomplished this yourself. Where is this money? How did you make $1 million, Natasha? Where is the proof of this? It's so obvious that this is a lie. To make matters even worse, she now claims she has an 8-figure business, which she never says what the business is. She just claims she has it. Watch this.
And here we are now, where I have 3 passive streams of income, 1 8-figure business. It helped me go from broke and almost homeless to becoming a best-selling author today with an 8-figure business and multiple streams of passive income.
Let's Google, how much is an 8-figure salary? 8 figures mean that annual income has 8 digits, which is a minimum of $10 million, and it goes up to $99 million. So once again, she is claiming to have a business worth a minimum of $10 million, and possibly all the way up to $99 million.
Author today with an 8-figure business, 8-figure business, 8-figure business, 8-figure business.
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Let's find her business on Company's House. Total number of shares. 1. Number of shares. 1. Currency. GDP. Value of each share. 1. Amount paid. 1. That means her business is worth only £1.
Hey y'all, come look at this.
1 8-figure business.
How did your life change? Did money just magically, get put in your pocket?
Oh, okay.
Now we have established that her 8-figure business doesn't exist and her teaching course is only worth £1. Let's move on to her next fake accomplishment. Natasha sells the course called the MBS Method, which she started to push around mid-2020. She claims that she has taught this course to over 1.5 million people. In other words, she is claiming she has sold over 1,500,000 courses. Watch this.
Puzzle, and I want to teach you it as I have done for over 1.5 other million people.
Okay Natasha, if you claim to have sold over 1.5 million courses, then how come your course introduction only has 226 views on YouTube? For context, this is the video people watch when they want to know what the course is about. So how come you only have 226 views on your course? Please make it make sense. This girl lies about everything in her life. She also claims it went viral on social media.
Their best lives. The MBS method went viral on social media and has now gained over 100 million views and has been taught to 1.5 million people.
Bitch, where? The hashtag MBS method has only 100 hashtags on Instagram. And all of them are from you. Look. Also, she said it has gained over 100 million views. Where Natasha? Where is this 100 million views? All of these facts are fake, she just makes them up as she goes along. Also, she clearly bought fake views on this YouTube video, as it has 14,000 views and only 35 likes, and 1 comment. What an embarrassment. Natasha constantly photoshops herself to make her seem important and to make it look like she has fans. Look how cringe these pictures are. In this post she photoshopped herself on stage with a fake crowd. And on another post she used the exact same photo of her in the same crowd. However, she just changed the background to make it look like a different event.
You serious?
Here is another picture of her photoshopping herself on stage. But if we zoom in, I found the exact picture on Google that she photoshopped in. Honestly, you can't make this shit up. On this one she released a song and photoshopped herself into a stadium to make it look like she is performing. She even wrote the caption, "Love you all so much, thank you for supporting my journey so far." Natasha, who are you thanking? You have never performed this song at a live event. Let's move on. In these next clips Natasha unknowingly exposes herself for various things. In this first clip we can see what her strategy is. And that is to buy followers, get verified and then to start selling products. Which is exactly what she is doing for herself.
Funny, I like it. You know what I have to say? Honestly, Damon, it really, really works. Like, it is such an amazing thing to do. I always suggest it for brands, okay? If you've got an amazing product, you've got something which is just already out there, it's got an amazing audience online, but you've just got no online presence on social media. Today, the new business card is social media. It's Instagram. You know, when people say, hey, what's up? The first thing they do is they have a look at your Instagram numbers and if you're verified. And so if you can get an account, get your hands on an account which is there and active and already happening, then you're going to get those numbers. That's only the first part. The second part is you're actually going to get some sales. You know, you want to get sales as soon as you hit the floor. You want to have the product out there and you're just selling because you already have a great audience.
As you can see, her mindset is awful. All she cares about is followers and money. And with this clip,
you know, when people say, hey, what's up? The first thing they do is they have a look at your Instagram numbers and if you're verified.
We can see she is obsessed about how people perceive her life and how she looks online. This is why she fakes everything she does to trick the public into thinking she is famous. In this next clip we can see that she is obsessed with money.
What are you contributing to people's lives?
Yeah.
Is your science or product going to make other people millionaires too?
Absolutely.
And that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Really, Natasha, that's all that matters at the end of the day. What an awful mindset. She literally only cares about money. This next clip is my favorite clip of all. First, let's watch it, then we can analyze it.
It is all about tapping into your market. And how do you do that? You build your platform first. You build your whole platform, which is your followers, which is your database,
and you build that up, and then you inject the brand into it. So you first have to get that big following, and then you can sell them anything. You can put anything that you believe in into that.
Okay, let's break this clip down. Natasha explains that to tap into a market you need to build the platform, which is your followers. However, when she talks about her followers she uses quotation marks, which implies she knows her followers are fake and not real. To describe this better, I googled what it meant. I googled the following: what does it mean when you put something in quotation marks? It reads, usually this implies that the author doesn't agree with the use of the term. He said he was, quote, working. It looked to me like he was procrastinating. This basically shows that she knows her followers are fake. I googled this once again and it reads, what does it mean when you use finger quotes? A gesture in which two fingers of each hand draw quotation marks in the air, used when uttering a word or phrase one does not think is appropriate or accurate. Now let's have a look at the clip again.
You build your whole platform, which is your followers,
She also explains that once you get to this following you can, quote, sell them anything.
You first have to get that big following, and then you can sell them anything.
Once again unknowingly revealing her structure, which is to buy followers, pretend you are famous, then sell them anything. Body language does not lie, people. Anyway, let's move on. In these next two clips she talks about her drive to start Instagram. The first one is her fake answer, which is to help people. Then she gives the real reason of why she started Instagram, which was for herself because she made a lot of money doing it. Let's watch the clips.
How did you start yours? What drove you to say this is where I wanted to be?
So what was my drawing sort of message for me, my drive, is I decided I wanted to do something in the world to help others. And I thought the easiest way than just sort of starting out and going, I do lots of charity work anyway, but doing lots of generic things, I thought, let me build a massive platform, okay? And then I will inject my brand into it later, and that brand and those things that I do will be there to help people.
Now for her real answer.
From it, I started as an influencer, as a fashion and beauty influencer and a luxury vibe influencer. I did the same and I earned a lot from it. However, when you're doing it only for yourself, and I'm not saying those girls are or those guys are, I'm just saying that some people maybe only do it for themselves, and I definitely did it only for myself. So,
There is no more that needs to be said for those clips, they speak for themselves. One last clip here is to show you that she just makes up random shit as she talks. Each day is a new lie with no proof. Just watch this.
My message is so powerful because of how many people it has served. I serve a 5 million people community. Everybody from the person next door to 9-figure entrepreneurs and over 100 A-list stars.
Really, Natasha? 100 A-list stars? Who? Please explain who these A-list stars are, because Google says there are only 1,400 A-list actors in the world. Are you really trying to tell us you help over 100 of them? Please stop lying. Anyway, let's move on. Natasha's posts and social media content are absolutely terrible. At this point it is obvious that all her followers are fake. However, let's pretend that her followers are real for a minute. She currently has 9.7 million followers. To get 9.7 million followers in such a short amount of time, you would think her posts and videos are incredible. Well, they are not. They are awful. Look at these videos, they are hilariously bad. Oh my god, how amazing were those videos! Incredible, Natasha, keep up the good work. We have already established that all her followers are fake. However, what she is now doing is using her huge Instagram numbers to get credible guests on for interviews, and then she leeches off of the guests' followers when she gets reposted. This is how she makes her videos and posts seem credible. It's a simple strategy. She uses a huge creator for a collaborative video or interview. Then to the average person that views her Instagram account, it looks like she is famous and credible, because she talks to big people in the industry. Anyway, let's move on. Looking at Natasha's other social media platforms, we can see that she gets no views on YouTube. She can barely get 10 views on some videos that have been up for 5 months. This is what her real engagement looks like. She doesn't actually have any fans, and looking at her TikTok we can see that she is buying followers and views, as she gets no comments or shares. Anyway, let's move on. Let's do a deep dive into Natasha's book. Firstly, watch this. She admits that it was ghostwritten.
Okay, so the name of the book is The Action Plan. It really came from the heart. It was something that I wrote, actually, here's the truth, in 10 days with my ghostwriter
Okay, so not only did she ghostwrite the book, but she also ripped off the front cover of a different book called The Secret. Look how similar they are. Also, look, she even used the same type of logo. Does this girl have no shame? Furthermore, she claims to be a best-selling author, but there is no proof of this statement anywhere online from official bookstores. Also, she only has 12 reviews on Amazon. Does that seem like a best-selling book to you? No, it doesn't. Also, look at the reviews. There are loads of 1-star reviews and fake 5-star reviews. Look at this account. It gives a 5-star good review, yet this account has no profile picture and this is the only review they have ever written. Okay, now let's get to the real reviews. One Kindle reader wrote, "I thought it was going to be Mr. Useful Things to Prepare, Planning, etc. Instead it was like she just picked it off the top of her head." Another person says, "Nothing new or inspiring. What could have been a few Instagram captions or PDF made into a book." Another review reads, "Concerned reader. They say, anybody that buys or reads this reductive nonsense needs their head examined. This vacuous twaddle is useless at the best of times, but most especially now. Don't go near this crap, you're better than that." Another reader says, "Was not happy with this purchase, very thin and overpriced booklet. The message was nothing new, very unoriginal and can be heard from almost every up-and-coming motivational speaker. I expected more from the author, since she seemed to have such a compelling survival story of her own." Guys, this is the thing, people are buying her book because Natasha claims online that she was broke and homeless 5 years ago.
I found myself bedbound and homeless.
When in actual fact, she has lied about her whole life story. I will prove this to you guys in the next few sections. Also, just to show you that she constantly lies, look what her Amazon bio says. She used her platform to sign a record deal and, wait for it guys, co-produce a Hollywood film. Really, Natasha? So now you have co-written a Hollywood film? Prove it. What film? The world would love to know. Anyway, let's move on. If you haven't figured out yet, Natasha constantly uses emotional manipulation to get people to buy things from her, whether that's a course or a ticket to something. In this next clip we will analyze how she does this. Let's watch.
Profound about how to manifest what you want through first erasing your limiting self-beliefs. I know that it's going to change you. I know it's going to help you the same way that it did for me, and it brought me out of every trauma I have ever faced in my life. So if you want to know how to do it using my MBS method, that's my method that I created many years ago, and it's called Meditational Behavioral Synchronicity. I teach you all about it in this talk I'm about to do. I can't wait to help some more of you.
It's amazing. I'm so touched by everybody that is ready to take that next step forwards and move into their destiny, everything that is going on, and just connect with who they really are and erase those limiting self-beliefs, because that is where it all begins. It starts by you saying, I'm going to delete those things inside me that are blocking me. It's no different from deleting something on your phone. And so, as you heard from my own personal, really emotional story today, if you were there, you'll know once you delete those, your life literally can only go up. You can have that breakthrough you want.
Imagine vulnerable people watching that at home. People who are in a terrible headspace, and are desperate for anything to help them. They end up buying Natasha's courses, because they feel like that is the only fix to their problems. And the crazy thing is, that Natasha does not even have a single qualification to teach any of this. Furthermore, look at this next clip of her reading a short description of what her book is about. Just listen to what she is claiming this book will do for you.
Been dreaming of will immediately begin. You'll be equipped with the tools for success, wealth, perfect health, happiness, love, anything you can think of. Once you begin reading this book, you'll be in the right mindset to start achieving. I want to help cure you of any possible illness. I want to help cure you of any possible illness, lack of purpose, depression, self-sabotage, everything that negatively affects you. In the same way I cured myself first. These are the words I wish somebody had given me before I made all the mistakes I made.
Wow, apparently this book can help you cure any possible illness. There is not much more that needs to be said for that clip. It speaks volumes for itself, especially of how little logic she put into the book. Anyway, let's move on. Natasha pays for people to write articles on her. Look at this cover. If you look in the bottom right, it literally says, "Powered by Mindful Media." This is the company that her new husband Michael Graziano owns. Look. Also, their website literally says they are a PR agency and that they create articles and publish them. Also, Michael's company Mindful Media creates fake Forbes covers, such as this one for Natasha. Yes, Natasha did get a Forbes article, but, as you can see, there are no pictures of Natasha, and this cover has never been approved or posted by Forbes. This cover is literally fake. As you can see, it says powered by Mindful Media. Here is another example of Natasha paying for articles. Look at this article from IQ Kupchik. As you can see, they talk about Natasha, but when you Google the website name, we can see that they are a PR company that built high-converting paid search and advertising campaigns. In other words, she paid for the article. Also, she paid to be in Harper's Bazaar. The funniest thing about this article is the video that she put on her Instagram story in 2021. Watch this. She says that she is doing magazine signings for her VIP customers. But wait, can you see what I'm seeing?
Hold it. Run that back.
Wait a minute. Go right. There, freeze that.
Full screen.
Tighten up on that way.
Zoom in right here on this spot.
With the right equipment, the image could be enlarged and sharpened.
Can you clear that up any?
I don't know. Let's enhance it.
It's him right here.
Can you enhance it?
Can you enhance it?
Can we enhance this?
Can you enhance it? Wait, stop.
Stop. Pause it.
It says advertisement feature.
Oh, chest. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. My chest is going.
Natasha, why are you signing a paid advertisement magazine that is over 2 years old? The magazine was literally written in 2019. Honestly, this girl does anything to seem relevant. Anyway, let's move on. Natasha claims that 5 years ago she was homeless and broke after a divorce with her husband. Let's listen to what she has to say, then I will show you how she also lied about this.
In many ways. About 5 years ago, I went through the worst year of my life. Suddenly I found myself almost homeless. I was walking around the streets with a newborn baby I'd just given birth to. My ex-husband and I separated. I was kicked out, alone, no home. And I was walking along with this bin liner, and I'd taken all my jewelry off, everything that I'd had from this marriage, so I would be able to support my son and live. And I remember the pain I was going through then. As if that wasn't bad enough, I'm broke, homeless, and now I'm luckily found my way back into my family house where they took me in.
5 years ago, I went through the worst year of my life. When I found myself bedbound with an illness, I was a young girl I thought I was vibrant. I thought I was filled with life. But after having my child, I got an illness. And so now I'm at home with a newborn baby. And I say home. Before being back in my family house, I was homeless. Homeless. I'd just gone through a divorce.
Okay, let's break down what she just said. Natasha claims that 5 years ago she was homeless, and that she was walking around the streets with a newborn baby, that she claims she had just given birth to. Once again, just so you understand, she said that she had just given birth to this baby.
I was walking around the streets with a newborn baby I'd just given birth to.
She also claims that 5 years ago she divorced her husband, and that he had kicked her out her home. On top of this, she claims that she took off all her jewelry to support her son and live. She is basically saying she sold her jewelry to survive.
I'd taken all my jewelry off, everything that I'd had from this marriage, so I would be able to support my son and live.
And lastly, she claimed that she was broke. This whole story is a lie and I will prove it. This video was uploaded on the 24th of April 2021. She claims all this happened 5 years ago. So 5 years ago would be the 24th of April 2016. So then why were you pictured here, with your husband and 7-month-old baby, posted on the 22nd of February 2017? With the caption #LoveMyHusband, I thought you were homeless with a newborn, Natasha? Although you said you were divorced in 2016. All lies. Let's move on to this picture. On the 18th of March 2018 she posted this picture of her and her husband. The caption reads, I love his long hair like he loves mine, especially in the snow. This is not something that you would say about an ex-husband that you claim to have divorced in 2016. She lies so much about everything it's actually ridiculous. Here is more proof that she was still married to her husband in 2018. This picture was posted on the 14th of May 2018. And she still has a wedding ring on her finger. Also, remember when she said she was homeless and walking around the streets with a newborn baby?
I was walking around the streets with a newborn baby I'd just given birth to.
Well, this was a lie as well, because we can see she was in Miami on a rooftop with her husband and her kid for her son's first birthday. Does this look like someone who is broke and homeless with a newborn? No, I don't think so. Also, remember when she said that she sold all of her jewelry?
I'd taken all my jewelry off, everything that I'd had from this marriage, so I would be able to support my son and live.
Natasha, if you had to sell all your jewelry to support your newborn baby, then why were you still wearing a gold Cartier bracelet in 2018? When your son is around the age of 1.5, and in 2018 she was still wearing her Rolex and Cartier bracelet. Same again here, and here. Oh, and here too. And lastly, the biggest proof that this was all a lie is this article, posted on the 8th of August 2018. The title reads, Instagram model that boasts 600,000 followers now rakes in £250,000 a year, in sponsored posts. Furthermore, the article reads, the mother of one from Oxfordshire now lives in 5-bedroom house in Mayfair, and that she enjoys her luxury lifestyle with husband Antonio, 48, and their 2-year-old son Rio. It's so disgusting that she claims to have been homeless 5 years ago when she was literally living in a 5-bedroom house in the most expensive neighborhood in London. And to top it all off, she claimed that she was divorced from her husband when she was not. And on top of that, she lied that she was raising a newborn on her own when she was not. Disgusting behavior. Listen to all the lies in her new video.
So it was about 5 years ago when I realized something's got to change. I was on a pedestal, I guess, and I was suddenly knocked off it. I found myself bedbound and homeless with an illness, and I was a new mom to a single little baby that I had to learn to look after, all on my own, and try and do that when you're homeless. I mean, add that on top of everything.
How could that be true, Natasha, if, in your own words, you said this? I drive a Mercedes G-Wagon, my Mercedes, which my husband has had pimped out. We also have a Rolls-Royce Wraith, and my husband has always had Ferraris. She goes on further to say, we have a couple of staff in our household and it's a full-time job being a mother, running a household and a busy Instagram account. And once again, in her own words, she says, my housekeeper cooks for us most nights, as I'm usually at an event or photo shooting in the day, and our nanny takes care of Rio, her child. Furthermore, she boasts about her holidays. In her own words, saying, we spend our time between our home in Mayfair and Italy and spend a lot of time at our members clubs, as lots of our friends are here too. In the summer we mostly go from island to island in the Mediterranean on a beautiful yacht we charter. She posted a video of this yacht on her Instagram dated the 29th of July 2018. With the hashtags reading, #5bedyacht. And she is pictured with her husband. Bear in mind, once again, she said 5 years ago she was divorced. So if you were divorced and homeless in 2016, then how are you still married to your husband and living on a 5-bed yacht in 2018? This girl fakes her whole life. She then goes on to say in her own words, my shoe collection is outrageous. I have 50 pairs of Louboutins, about 10 Dolce & Gabbana and 15 Manolo Blahniks. Let alone the rest of the ones I'm sent weekly. Once again she proves that she was never broke or homeless. On top of this, she claims she comes from a wealthy family and that she bought 30 parcels a week. This video was recorded on the 16th of November 2018, after her divorce with her husband Antonio. She even refers to Antonio as her husband at the time, so it's clear they broke up.
You need to deal with this and basically change your lifestyle. Can I ask you very quickly? Yeah. Did you grow up with money?
I did. I went to boarding school. I was from a very privileged background.
Your parents buy you anything?
I mean, you know, it was...
Whilst watching this episode, I heard the most shocking statement ever about Natasha. Really prepare yourself for this shit. Please bear in mind the host had no idea of Natasha's wrongdoings. She is just referring to what she reads on articles. The host has no clue of Natasha's lies.
She owns a Ferrari, she drives a Rolls Royce, she lives in Mayfair, she has an orphanage.
Wait, hold up. What did she just say?
Mayfair, she has an orphanage, she has an orphanage, she has an orphanage.
After I heard this, I googled it to see if Natasha said she has an orphanage or not. And lo and behold. In the previous article we read, she spoke about her orphanage. In her own words, she said, "I also donate a lot to charity and started my own charity earlier this year, which is called Give Your Heart Foundation. This helps raise money to build orphanages in third world countries for children and to give them a home until they are 18. To find out if this was true, I went on the government website for registered charities. And after a strong search, I couldn't find her charity at all. So what now? She lies about having orphanages too? How disgusting." Bear in mind she said, quote, "I started. Not, I'm starting." Which means she would have to register it. Well, I guess it doesn't exist until we are proven wrong from Natasha with evidence. But wait a second. You thought that was it? No. In November 2021, Natasha spoke about building orphanages again. She said this on a stage when she was invited to be a guest speaker for the first time. Watch this.
Showing you how to make your money matter. I'm going to be building that orphanage. You are my accountability partner. I am saying in time and space, I'm going to be building this by the end of 2023. Building that orphanage. You are my accountability partner. I am saying in time and space, I'm going to be building this by the end of 2023.
This literally makes no sense. In 2018, she claimed she started a charity to build orphanages that never existed. Then in 2021, she screams that she will build an orphanage by 2023.
I'm going to be building that orphanage, be building this by the end of 2023.
Her constant lies and claims are disgusting. You cannot just claim that you will do something and never do it. Especially when this is the second time you have done this, Natasha. Disgusting. Let's move on. Whilst searching for Natasha Grano on Google, I came across a picture referring to Natasha as Tashi Jackson. With a quick Google search of that name, I found multiple explicit adult videos of Natasha. To say I was shocked was an understatement. Here are a few of the videos I found. I can't play a lot of them as they are too graphic, but these ones are covered enough.
you? Is she? Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
She was a poor star. Who is this girl? Furthermore, it turns out she went on Big Brother in 2011 and she was the first one kicked out. Adding on to this, when looking at the old Big Brother chat pages, I came across this thread, and they found out that her real name is Natasha Efemu. So let me get this right, she goes by Natasha Graziano, Natasha Grano, Tashi Jackson and Natasha Efemu. What? Furthermore, adding on to her web of lies, on her website it says she has been learning and teaching mindset for the last 15 years. I googled her age and it says she is 31. So if she started learning and teaching 15 years ago, that would make her 16 years old. So are you telling me Natasha has been teaching mindset since the age of 16? None of her statements make sense. Also, she recently did an interview with the Woman of Impact podcast, where she lied most of the time. Watch this.
So in fact, I'd love for you to share the story where you were basically lying in bed and you've got this goal, you want to start, build this Instagram. I came from nada. I was broken, and I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. When I was ill, on that moment of light that I told you about earlier, when I stood up, I would go over to the mirror and I would take a photo of myself, or maybe take it further now, when I was actually homeless on that time when I had nothing with my son, when I'd lost everything from my illness and my career, I would go to charity shops and I would take myself in there with all the anxiety I was having. You know, I wasn't in a good place, and I would go in and be heavy breathing. I'd walk in and I'd say, can I try some things on and take a picture? And I had my phone, at least I had a phone, had nothing on me. I'd sold all my jewelry to be able to provide my son and me some things, you know, like a hostel at the time.
How does that make any sense, Natasha? We have already disproven the fact that you were never homeless. Now you are claiming you lived in a hostel? What? Let's keep watching.
Etc. And it built from there. And I started to tag the brands on Instagram. Wrote back to me and they said, Natasha, we would love to send you some stuff. Do you have an address we can send to? I thought, God, I don't even have a house. I sent it to I did. I sent it to the hostel. I didn't have anyone around me. But I tagged the brand and they said, we want to pay you. And £50 by £100. And it went up. It was building, little by little by little. And you know what happened? That evolved into hundreds. It got me off the street.
Okay, so you say that you were with your kid in a hostel because you had no money and that you used to shop in charity shops. But how does that make sense when you said this?
How much money have you spent making yourself Insta-worthy?
Yeah.
Do you mean like aesthetically?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Done a bit of that.
So I've done
How
this.
much was that?
That was 5.5.
5.5. That's not
Yep.
bad.
I do with my
You did
Instagram
5.5.
image. Yeah,
You
no,
did something with the
twice.
others. So the first time, did they just chop off the front?
And then the second time they tried to shape it.
How much did that cost?
First time was 5.5, and again the same price.
Anything else?
I do, you know, your casual Botox and things like that.
Okay,
Yeah, the
all
normal.
right. Okay, the normal. And when did you start doing all this? How old were you?
So I did it straight after I had my baby. I just thought, you know, my face is cracking at this point. I did it straight after I had my baby.
So let me get this right. You say you had to stay in a hostel and you had to shop from charity shops, yet in this video, you said you spent over £16,500 on surgery straight after you had your baby? Caught out yet again. Also, watch this.
It evolved to thousands, but I don't want to play the waiting game. I'm gonna fucking buy an account. And within 1 year, I had bought this account with 500,000 genuine people, because it was a girl who was going on maternity leave and we swapped accounts. With 500,000 genuine people.
So now it's 500,000 people, Natasha? But in this video, you said 20,000.
I actually want to know a real secret. Yeah. So I bought an account. It was a girl who had a fashion account. She was a friend of mine. Yeah. Because she literally just closed it because she went to have a baby. And actually that's why.
So how many followers did she have?
So she had about 20,000 at the time.
So you had 20,000 followers. So you bought the phone. What did it cost you?
So it cost me about 1,500.
I went in the fast track way by buying 500,000, an account that had people on there.
About 20,000 at the time.
By buying 500,000.
20,000 at the time.
She can't keep up with her own lies. Anyway, it doesn't matter because she even lied about the 20,000 followers too. Remember this, she never bought an account. This whole entire story is a lie. Anyway, let's continue.
Started when I was homeless and had nothing, because I can do that for free from my own house. Well, I say own house. Here's the crazy thing. I was in this hostel and I would go after after the homeless period, I would go down the road to this charity shop with my son and I would sit with him and I'd say to the charity shop, can I take some pictures of the clothes in here?
And again you say you had to shop at charity shops, but in this video you said that when you were pregnant, you were buying 30 packages a month.
I'm sorry.
So I was 26 years old, I was pregnant with my baby, and I was, looking online. In fact, can I be honest? I had a shopping addiction.
Had a shopping addiction?
Had a shopping
Chronic?
addiction. Chronic. Every single day I'm talking about, there was a parcel a day. My husband at the time was like, look, this is horrendous. You're getting 30 parcels a month. It's terrible. You need to deal with this and basically change your lifestyle. I took it further, so I decided, okay, I'm actually going to monetize my shopping addiction.
And finally, linking back to everything, she literally explains her plan to get people to trust her. Listen to this.
Third thing people look at is who are you associated with. So when they come on your page, I realized very quickly, oh my God, I've got to get associated with people that others trust. And I'm all about mindset. That's what I'm coaching. They're going to trust me if they see me alongside the Damon Johns, the Jesse Itzlers.
Do you see how she is tricking everyone to believe she is credible? That is why she is now teaching how to change lives with your story. Exactly what she is doing now, which is to make up a life story and then capitalize off of it. Anyway, That is everything. Share awareness of the video. Please don't send any hate to anyone in the video. Do your research. Furthermore, some things reported throughout this program may be incorrect. However, a best effort has been made to find all the facts that are available on the internet. And to find out the truth. Goodbye everyone.